is Elisa Bonet with The.Essential.Pearl, and today I wanted to share some of the highlights of the different promotions we have available. I always like to do a little bit of a dive on some of the oils that are available, and something that was launched very recently, I believe it was on May 20th or so, was this little collection of mini fragrances for that special man in your life. And it's a collection of 3 luxurious scents made with essential oils. And these actually smell like a cologne. They are fragrances that have quite a variety, and my husband loves his. So we have Amavi Rosso. This is a citrusy scent with a glint of metal, and it has a very masculine aroma that emits strength and success. And then the Amavi Azul is very fresh and bright, and it has more of an adventurous body to it. Then we have the Amavi Noir, which is dark and sweet, and it prepares that atmosphere for a special, enchanting evening. And all 3 of them are $28 with a wholesale account. And these will be available only as supplies last. So this is a new presentation of the Amavi collection, and I really urge you to try them because we all know the toxicity that regular fragrances have. And even though they may smell wonderful, we just want to have a more natural approach to any aromas and fragrances that we apply, and especially when we're gifting them to those that we love. So this is a nice way to introduce men to a more natural scent that is going to be reminiscent of an actual cologne. I mentioned the new Citrus Bliss last month, but for any of you that might have missed that announcement, I thought I'd touch on it once more. Citrus Bliss has been reformulated and is now available for individual sale. The new Citrus Bliss was included in last month's 200 PV promo, where you got it free with the Island Mint and the Sunny Citrus, but now you can buy it individually. So the new Citrus Bliss includes Litsea, red and green mandarin, and Madagascar vanilla. And even though Litsea is not a citrus, it comes from the fruit of the Litsea bush that grows in China. All the other oils are citruses, and we have lime, wild orange, grapefruit, the red and green mandarin, as I mentioned, the bergamot, lemon, and then it has some tonka bean and the vanilla absolute. And a very clean, very bright and crisp aroma. And you do notice a difference from the original Citrus Bliss. There is a distinction in the aroma itself, but they both smell amazing. I really like this new formula. I was a little bit nervous about it because I use Citrus Bliss a lot, not only in my diffuser, but I like to use it as a freshener in the restroom. And I was a little concerned that I might not like the new reformulated essential oil, but it surprised me. I really do like it. It's wonderful. So now it is available for individual sale. Now the product of the month is Fennel. And so with your order of 125 points between the 1st and the 15th of June, you will receive Sweet Fennel. This is a 15 milliliter. And fennel is a plant that belongs to the carrot family. And it dates back to ancient Roman times, and they believed that fennel would help them feel strong and just get ready and prepared for battle. Now, fennel is known for its distinct licorice aroma, and also the flavor has a licorice touch to it, but it is very healthy for our metabolic system and our digestive function. And the fennel comes from Europe and is sourced from the seeds of the fennel plant. And this is a steam distilled process that occurs. And of course, the fennel is aromatic, topical, and safe for internal use. Now, a few ways that you can use fennel is that when you're craving something, especially sweets, you can use fennel to curb that craving. So simply by adding a drop to your water or a drop to your tea. The other way is you can use a capsule, a veggie cap. So just open up the veggie cap, add 1 or 2 drops, and you can take it that way. Now, if you get motion sickness or car sickness, you can try diffusing fennel in your car diffuser. You can add a drop to your toner. This is really good to reduce the size of pores and the overall appearance of pores. If you need support with your digestion, you can apply it to your abdomen like you would Digestin before or after meals. Now, this is a great oil for nursing mothers. If they wanted to boost their milk production, you can apply some fennel to your breasts. Of course, you can use it in cooking. You can add it to some Epsom salts and then add the salts to a warm foot soak. And that's very soothing and helpful for inflammation. If you have jewelry that has the lava beads or the wooden beads or any jewelry that's leather, you can apply some fennel and diffuse it on your jewelry. And even for those times of the month when we tend to feel a little bloated and our cycle is just making us retain water and we're just very uncomfortable, you can apply a few drops and just massage your tummy, and this will give you much needed relief. So just a couple of ways and ideas that you can use fennel essential oil. And of course, it will have some emotional support as well. So some of the negative emotions that we might try to improve upon would be when we have this lack of desire, or we don't have any encouragement or motivation. And that may be linked to wanting to avoid responsibility, maybe a sense of shame or feeling a weak sense of self, and when we're not in tune with our own body. So these are negative emotions that can be supported with the use of fennel. If we want to feel more responsible, more in tune with our body, this is an oil that you might consider using. Now, the book Essential Emotions, Your Guide to Assimilating, Letting Go, and Living in Freedom, edition 9, states that when individuals have a weak sense of self and feel exhausted by life's responsibilities with little desire to improve their own situation, fennel can encourage those individuals to live with more integrity, not to feel paralyzed by fear or grief. And it can even help when we use things that may not be too healthy as an emotional crutch. So if we're relying more on food as an emotional support, or liquor or drugs or something else to fill that void, we can use fennel aromatically, topically, and internally. So aromatically, we know that simply by putting it up to our nose and inhaling it, we can do it directly from the bottle. We can diffuse it, and I'll be sharing a few diffuser recipes with you in just a moment, or even just a drop or two in your hand, rub your palms together, and then take some deep breaths and inhale from your hands. Topically, you can dilute it with some fractionated coconut oil and then just rub it over your entire tummy before or after meals. And internally, as I mentioned earlier, under the tongue, in a capsule, or in water or tea. And here are some diffuser recipes if you'd like to take a screenshot. Sometimes we may have some oils that we're just not sure how to diffuse, or maybe the scent alone is not very appealing. That happens to me with fennel because I am not a big licorice fan. And so just diffusing fennel alone is not appealing. But when you blend it with other oils, you'll be surprised at how wonderful those blended aromas can smell. So if you try some of these, you can find something that might be a good fit for you if you're not one to enjoy the scent of fennel on its own. One that I enjoy is the Curve the Craving diffuser recipe, where you would blend some fennel as well as Slim and Sassy. So let's move on to our Rose Touch. This one is 10% off the month of June. And so I believe that will price it at $63 for members. And if you have not tried Rose, this is an oil that every woman should have in their wellness cabinet, in their clutch, in their boudoir. I love the scent of rose. It's very light, very feminine, very romantic, and also very calming. So you can use it as a personal fragrance. You can even layer it with other essential oils like neroli or magnolia or jasmine to create a very unique scent. You can also use it as part of your facial routine because it really does have a wonderful chemical component called geraniol, which improves the appearance of your skin. It also helps by hydrating and creating a balanced moisture levels for your skin. I know my husband uses it all the time after he shaves, and I enjoy using it on my skin as well. The rose is Damascena rose from Bulgaria. And the process of harvesting these roses is done early in the morning. And when they are harvested by hand, within a few hours, these rose petals are steam distilled. And they're so very delicate, so they need to be distilled right away. And it takes about 10,000 rose petals to create a 5 milliliter rose essential oil. And rose is one of the more precious essential oils because of the low yield, and it's known as the queen of oils. So if you haven't tried rose, the Rose Touch is a very convenient, easy, and more affordable way to try this oil, which is highly coveted, highly prized, and one of those much sought after essential oils from the perfume industry and the beauty industry as well. For the emotional support that rose offers, it can reduce some of those restricted or constricted emotions when you have a broken or a closed heart, when you feel a lack of compassion or you've been hurt. So in order to increase those emotions that are more positive, like having more love, more empathy, more healing, more compassion, more acceptance, not only of ourselves, but of others, rose would be a good oil to consider. Now, rose is the highest vibrating essential oil, the oil with the highest frequency of any other oil on earth at 320 megahertz. So it is truly very powerful at healing and softening the heart. It can help restore a person to a more complete, pure, and authentic state of being, and can help us feel more compassion and charity for others and ourselves, while also opening our hearts to receive. So this is an oil that, as I mentioned, we all should have and take advantage of because it truly is a beautiful and very special oil. Now, again, just use it aromatically or topically, inhale it from the bottle, or diffuse it if you have the essential oil that is concentrated in the 5 milliliter. But I have actually used my Rose Touch to diffuse. You just pop off the roller cap and just add about 5 to 7 drops to your diffuser, and it's a wonderful aroma. And if you're using it topically, a good place to apply it is over your heart. So here are some announcements I just want to share and go over. doTERRA is having their 2022 Connection Convention. It's entitled Heal, And it's going to be held in Salt Lake City, Utah, September 14th through the 17th. Now, they have a new website where they have all sorts of really fabulous information regarding the convention, the speakers, the agenda, a lot of great interactive information on the website. I really encourage you to check it out. But the virtual option, if you want to watch it from home, is $79. And if you want to experience it in person, it's $169. And I've attended, I believe, 4 conventions in person, and they are just, I don't even have words. They're incredible. In-person conventions are amazing, and they really transform your appreciation and your love for the essential oils and for the company. You get to see how the owners interact, their integrity, the way that they are always thinking ahead, trying to revolutionize the healthcare system to make a difference and make a true impact in the world. And even though the virtual is stunning, they do a phenomenal job with the virtual convention, but there's just nothing like actually being there and being in the showcase and checking out all the different oils. And at the convention, it's focused on education. So you get to hear from scientists, you get to hear from the different universities that are doing some of the essential oil studies with doTERRA. You get to, as I mentioned, learn from a lot of the different doctors that are in doTERRA's executive staff, and you learn about the new products that are being launched. There's a lot of science, and it's really so much fun. One of my favorite aspects of the convention is also how we get to see the other side of the bottle, the people that are bringing us these essential oils, the co-impact sourcing, and the impact we're making in these lives of individuals that are maybe living in poverty, but doTERRA has lifted them up, has made a difference in enhancing their life by giving them the opportunity to partner with us and bring us these oils. So it's very motivational, inspirational, educational. It's awesome. And it's for everyone. Everybody is welcome to attend. So I encourage you to check it out if you're able to. And if you can't attend in person, then at least definitely try the virtual option. I mentioned this last month, and I think it's a really great opportunity to learn some safety about essential oils. As we know, doTERRA brings us the purest and very strong and potent essential oils, and we just want to learn how to use them safely. And they have offered a lot of support through your wellness advocate, through their blog, through their website. But now, in addition to that, we have this essential oil safety course so that we can have more confidence using these oils. And it's an absolutely free course that takes maybe 20-30 minutes to complete. And you don't even have to complete it all in one sitting. You can just watch 5 minutes and then come back next week and watch another 5 and break it up that way. But simply go to training.doterra.com and it'll teach you about diluting, proper way to diffuse, different precautions that we want to keep in mind if we have pets, if we have children, and a lot of other great topics. So check it out. It's free to everyone that has a wholesale account, and it is a really wonderful way to just feel safer and more confident when you're using your oils. As I mentioned earlier, the Citrus Bliss has been reformulated, and these are some of the other oils that will be reformulated throughout the year. So one of the reasons is that they want to make everything more sustainable. And so they're swapping out some of the ingredients for more sustainable oils. And of course, every time doTERRA does something like this, They're trying to make things even better and bring us greater therapeutic benefits. And all of these also have vanilla. So now they're swapping it out with our new Madagascar vanilla. So if you have a favorite and you are just married to that original scent, this might be a good time to consider getting a few extra in your inventory. And I believe there's one more I'm missing in this list. And if I'm not mistaken, it could be Slim and Sassy. So that's another oil that is being reformulated. So just wanted to keep you updated on that. Now, for anyone that is interested in enrolling, that hasn't enrolled yet, that doesn't have an account, maybe you have friends and family that are interested in getting started, there are some really great promos to take advantage of. So through the month of June, any member who enrolls with 100 points with a kit or with customized products, and the following month after their enrollment, they join the loyalty reward program with 100 points, then doTERRA will give them 50 points for free, which is about $50. And so with those points, you can just get some things from your wish list. So this is a really great time to enroll if you are not a member yet. The other great thing to take advantage of is their personalized kit option. Normally, if a person wants to customize a kit, you need to pay your membership, and that's $35. However, through the month of June, if you order 150 points of personalized items or a kit that you put together with the things that you want, then doTERRA is going to gift you that membership. And so pass the word along. If you have anyone that might be interested, make sure they get in touch with the person that enrolled you. They can get in touch with me and we can help them get started. Here's another awesome promo, and this is for customers as well as wellness advocates. When they enroll, if wellness advocates enroll 3 to 4 new members with 100 points, then they receive a free Yarrow Palm body serum. If they enroll 5 or more new members with 100 points, you get the Yarrow Palm as well as a exclusive Rose Glow Essence Mist. And this is an opportunity for individuals who are customers that might be interested in hosting a class. If you want to host a class and from that class you get 3 or 4 enrollments, then we would gift you the Yarrow Palm. Or if you have 5 or more enrollments from the class that you host, all you got to do is send out some invitations and just join us so that whoever's giving the class is there to present and you can introduce them to your friends. And it's so simple. I mean, there's not much to it. And you can earn some of these gifts. So if you're interested in participating, please get in touch with the person who enrolled you, or feel free to reach out to me and I can help you get started as well. So this is called the Gather and Give promo, and this month is the last month to participate. Now, I wanted to share a class that I will be hosting this month. On June 25th, I'm going to have an introduction to essential oils for any individuals that are interested in sharing with friends and family, or if you are not yet a member and you want to know why would you want to join, why would you even want to get started with essential oils, and you don't have any idea as to the benefits, the uses, this is a very wonderful place to get started. This is an introductory class. We normally use the Essential Oils Made Easy class just to give you the basics and the fundamentals, where you learn how these different options can support your health and answer all the questions you might have. Now, using that same Zoom, after the class, you have the option of staying for part 2. And part 2 is for individuals that would like to learn how they can earn some free oils, learn how they can share or build with doTERRA and maybe earn some supplemental income. You can also learn how you can get some free samples for your friends and family. And even if you wanted to host a class or you wanted to become a wellness advocate or a certified essential oil specialist, we can show you how to get started. So that class will be from 6:15 to 7 p.m. after the introduction to oils class. So of course, you don't have to stay for the whole thing. You can come for one or the other, or stay for both. But that's going to be on Saturday, June 25th, and these are Pacific time. Now, if you are watching the recording and you are on our YouTube channel, I encourage you to hit the like button if you love this information. Also, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, so whenever I post new videos, you won't miss any of them. If you are part of our Essential.Pearl team, then we also have a private Facebook group just for members of that team. But everybody else has not been forgotten. We have a separate group for the public that teaches essential oil education, gives you updates, lets you know about the promos that would be applicable for you if you haven't yet gotten started. And that's called the Essential.Pearl Oil and Lifestyle Group. But you would look for it at the Essential.Pearl Life. Now, I encourage you to check us out, and if we can help you or support you in any way, please don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.